I gotta say, I'm getting tired of the way you come around when it's late. Just 'cause you want and you're on my side of town. Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Architect the Dreamer, back with another ATD Reacts. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that little bell so you'll get notified every time I drop new videos. At the beginning of this video, you heard a snippet of my next single coming out on October 10th. It is an acoustic reimagining of Bilmuri's Empty-Handed. I'm super proud of it, and you guys can pre-save that at the link in the description below. Again, that comes out on October 10th. Now, you guys might notice that my background is not as full as it normally is. Over the next week, I am in the process of moving into a new space, and so this video and the video that I drop tomorrow are going to be my last videos for a week or two while I get moved and get settled into my new place. But I wanted to make sure that we finished out this Breach album, and then I've got one special one for tomorrow as well. So we're going to keep that rolling with the Breach album reactions, and we're going to do something a little bit different with this. We're going to be reacting to both Intentions and Drag Path. We've obviously already kind of heard Intentions at the end of the City Walls music video, but I did want to give it its own time and really be able to focus on it, focus on the lyrics, focus on the stuff happening with it. And then we will go into Drag Path. I was able to find the lyrics and I was able to find the audio for that. So we're just going to dive right in. We're going to start with Intentions. This is the end of the regular album, and oh, it's beautiful, and I'm so excited to listen to it again, but really be able to like super focus on just this. And I love that we're getting truce reversed in this song. I am starting it all once again. Did I learn a thing? It's crazy how that intentions are everything. It's crazy how this reverse vocal sounds beautiful forwards and backwards. Intentions will set you free. So lyrically, there's not a lot to this, but the words in this are incredibly deep. I'm starting it all over once again. Did I learn a thing? Obviously, throughout this entire story that we've been told over the last decade, it's this idea of this cycle, the cycle of mental health, where sometimes you fight and sometimes you keep going and sometimes you lose that battle and you have to start all over again. But just like in that story and the way that it ends with the torchbearer saying that we try again, when you're dealing with mental illness and mental health and you're defeated, you're knocked down, you can be intentional and you can choose to get back up and keep fighting and try again. And you can take what happened before and you can use that and learn from that, and hopefully next time be able to manage that better. And who knows, maybe next time you'll be okay, or maybe next time something new will come up that you'll have to fight and that you'll have to battle. And whether you win or lose that, again, it's an opportunity to learn and to grow and to implement those things into the next time. Intentions are everything. Intentions will set you free. Dealing with mental illness and mental health is something that you have to be intentional about. With whatever it is you're doing, whether you're in therapy, whether you're getting medication that works for you, whether you're learning coping skills and coping mechanisms to be able to handle certain situations that maybe in the past you weren't able to handle, whether that's surrounding yourself with a support group that can keep you in line or keep you encouraged and be there for you to pick you up when you fall, whatever that is, you have to be intentional about that. Those things are not just going to come to you on their own. So when you fall back down and you get back up and you try to learn from those things, you have to be intentional. And that intention is what is going to set you free. That intention, that focus on, I'm going to try and learn from this so that next time it doesn't result in the same thing. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. We're going to run this back from the beginning just because it's so beautiful.
I am starting it all once again. Did I learn a thing? Intentions are everything. Intentions will set you free. You will fail most every day, in every way. Did you learn a thing?
Failure is an opportunity to grow. Everybody is human, and we all make mistakes, and we all do things that we're not proud of. And this is such a simple but powerful statement to say you will fail most every day and every way. Did you learn a thing? When you failed, did you learn something? Did you find something that can allow you to grow? Because if you didn't, that is the only time when that is true failure. When you fail at something, when you make a mistake, if you are able to recognize that, to take accountability and responsibility for whatever that thing is, and use that and learn and grow and be better than you were the day before, then that is not failure. You may have, as an action, failed, but that does not mean that you are a failure. The only time that you're a failure, the only time that you fail is when you stop trying.
Intentions lack memory. Intentions will set you free. Just try to be.
Intentions lack memory. Intentions will set you free. Just try to be. I think that line, intentions lack memory, it's 3 words, and it says so much more than just 3 words. If you focus on the past, if you focus on the things that you've messed up on, you're not going to be able to move forward. But if you're intentional about moving forward, that means that you are not focused on the past. You are not looking back. You are not allowing those memories to drive the direction that you go. And then simply ending, just try to be, which is just this idea of be present. Be you. Because you are who you were meant to be. Oh, it's such a beautiful track. We're going to move into Drag Path now, which I don't know anything about. I know this is from the Digital Remains version of the album. And I'm excited to hear this because it's such an interesting thing that this album was dropped and then it was immediately removed like a week later. So yeah, we're just going to dive in. This is Drag Path. Okay. More reversing.
When I see the devil's eyes, a current travels down my spine. He found me. Seems as though I've lost again, a story told ad nauseum. He found me. Maybe once or twice or 3. He's tried his hand at drowning me, but I'm still on fire. At least I'm pretty sure.
So it's sticking with the stripped backness of intentions. When I see the devil's eyes, a current travels down my spine. He found me. Seems as though I've lost again, a story told ad nauseum. He found me. Maybe once or twice or 3, he's tried his hand at drowning me, but I'm still on fire. At least I'm pretty sure. There's so much meaning that can be pulled from this, both from a lore perspective and from a mental health perspective. I mean, if we take it for what the words are and we put this up against what we saw in the City Walls music video and Clancy basically becoming the next Nico, and it appearing that Clancy has lost, but then we see things like the paint only goes up so far on his face this time versus over the nose where it was for the previous Nico. And then to say he's tried his hand at drowning me, but I'm still on fire, at least I'm pretty sure, which again, it's like if I'm going to lose and if it's going to take over me, then I need to do it better than the last one did. But then there's also this side on the mental health of where it's like, how many times have you looked the devil in the eyes? The devil of depression, of mental illness, of anxiety, of whatever it is that you're dealing with, and just feeling like you're broken down, feeling that current of fear and failure going down your spine, feeling like you've lost again, once, twice, 3 times, feeling like you're being drowned by these issues that nobody else can see because they're all in your head. Damn. This is going to be heavy.
When I see the devil's eyes, a current travels down my spine. He found me. Seems as though I've lost again, a story told at nauseam. He found me. Maybe once or twice or three, he's tried his hand at drowning me, but I'm still on fire. At least I'm pretty sure.
Ooh. Those triplets.
When I see the devil's eyes, I'll look away and smile wide. You found me, 'cause then I'll know you're also there. 'Cause proof is in the adversary. You found me. A drag path etched in the surface as evidence. I left there on purpose, a sad sack laying on the surface. Can you find me? I dug my heels into the gravel as evidence for you to unravel. A drag path etched in the surface. Can you find me?
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, this is giving very narrow stairs era of Death Cab for Cutie. It's a 5-minute plus song, and the way that it's building instrumentally is very reminiscent of that Death Cab stuff. And his vocal delivery and everything, like, it's just this beautiful build. When I see the devil's eyes, I'll look away and smile wide. You found me. Because then I'll know you're also there. Because proof is in the adversary. You found me. A drag path etched in the surface as evidence I left there on purpose. A sad sack laying on the surface. Can you find me? I dug my heels into the gravel as evidence for you to unravel. A drag path etched in the surface. Can you find me? I'm when I hear lyrics, a lot of times I'll just have visuals running through my head. And what I'm imagining right now is like dragging away the older version of yourself that like made certain mistakes, and now you're the new version of yourself that has learned from those mistakes, and you dragged yourself off and picked yourself back up to keep going, and now you're back in this place again, and you're seeing the drag path etched in the surface. You're seeing the proof that you made it, that you fought through, you made it out, and now you're here again. And it's this cycle of like every time you're dragging away the older, less experienced version of yourself, and the new version of yourself is now here, the version that has more wisdom, that has grown, and that has learned from their mistakes and learned from their past. And you see the heels that were dug into the gravel as it was dragging away, or as maybe you're even fighting the old version of yourself. That fight between Clancy and Nico is really symbolic of that fight between the current you and the old you, and that constant struggle of who you used to be and triggers and traumas in your past and pain and abuse and all these different things, and now who you're trying to be. This is really, really good. God, this is gorgeous. Oh my God. Syncopation that kicked in.
Then the sun begins to rise. We made it through the darkest night. You found me.
Fuck. Would you please hurry? Would you please hurry? Can you? And then we go back into that drag path chorus. Into can you find me? Can you find me? Then the sun begins to rise. We made it through the darkest night. You found me. Which I know that there are a lot of ways that can be interpreted. I can definitely hear the religious influences behind that, and the idea of even from the beginning talking about looking into the devil's eyes and saying you found me. And I feel like over the course of the song it kind of transitioned from the devil found me to God or whatever being that you might worship finding you. I also think that for me personally, it's again this idea of like finding myself. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. That one fucked me up a lot more than I thought it was going to. There have been a lot of times where I've laid in bed. I've laid on the floor, on the carpet, on the hardwood. I've cried myself to sleep and then woken up and cried more and then woken up, and I've had so many nights where I just didn't think I was going to make it to the morning. And whether it's from crying myself to sleep or just white knuckling it through the night, white knuckling it through the spirals, through the panic attacks, through the self-hatred, and making it to the morning and realizing that, hey, I made it past the hardest part of that night. Everybody who's watching this video right now, you have survived 100% of your hardest days. And the sun always rises on the other side of that darkness. It's very interesting that the album that anybody who goes and tries to find this now, that you find on Spotify, that you buy the CD, you buy the vinyl, which, by the way, I bought my vinyl. I should have that tomorrow. This is going to end on Intentions, which I think is still also, I think it's a very hopeful ending, where it's basically saying, like, you're in control of your future. You have to be intentional about it. But I think this dives so much deeper into the actual pain and trauma of mental illness and mental health, and just being at such a low point and then making it through to see the sunrise again. Wow. Well, I would love to know what you guys think of both Intentions and Drag Path. I know this is a little bit of a longer video than normal. I know that I broke down there for a second. But I appreciate all of you that stayed to this point. You guys are real ones. And it's been incredible going on this journey of this album with all of you. This album is fucking perfection. Yeah, we're going to leave it at that. Would love to hear more from you guys. Again, drop down in the comments. Like I said at the beginning, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, click that little bell, click the like button on this video if you enjoyed it. Share the channel if you enjoy what I do in general. If you would like to pre-save my acoustic cover of Bilmuri's Empty-Handed, that comes out on October 10th, you can do that through the link in the bio below. If you want to check out my last single, I have an official music video for that, which is going to be right here. And if you would like to watch my entire Breach reactions from the first track all the way here to the end, you can do that at the playlist up there. I love all of you. You are all worthy. I'll see you guys back here for the next one.